Peace and love to all of God's children that may have come across this video. I wanted to take a brief moment to just speak on a couple of things. I'm kind of freeballing because I haven't written any script and I'm really not fond of them. So most of the time I go off script when I do stuff like this on the rare occasions that I do. More and more it seems like there's a need for me to have a camera on hand because of all the stuff that's going on around me. Just last night, I was woken up by the sound of two pit bulls in my backyard. I did a little. I took a video, but the quality on it wasn't that great, and I put a little bit of a post out. But more often than not, when these type of events happen where there's something going on around me that is kind of wild, the story that's been told is far from the whole story, because the one photo that I put out there doesn't even begin to showcase what all went on. Like, these dogs were literally sitting on the table in my backyard, digging through a box, looking for whatever they could find. And there was no food out there, so I know that they weren't already preoccupied with whatever was back here. But this was actually the third time I've seen them in my yard. The first time was in the daytime. The first two times was in the daytime. I met them the first time, and they saw me at the gate, and they turned back. The second time, they actually chased one of the cats into the yard, and they hung around even after I approached them. Now, mind you, well, I guess I should give a little context. There's a lot of context to be given, to be quite honest, but I only got so much time on this video, so I'm trying to condense it all and get to a larger point at the same time. But they where I happen to be residing right now is not my place. So with that being said, I'm not at liberty to take matters into my own hands in the way that I would like to when it comes to situations like this, because these aren't actually the first dogs that have ventured into my yard. This is actually the second time this has happened, but the first time was with an entirely different person who stays further down the road. So that dog stopped coming, and now I have two pits who are showing up and trying to make a mess of things. I guess the point that I really want to make is that even when I try to get help, because like I said, I can't take things in my own hands like I would like to, it seems to fall on deaf ears. And it's not just with protecting the cats and keeping predators out the yard, but my life in general. I largely run into a lot of opposition from the people around me when it comes to my life specifically. And there's a lot of gaslighting that goes on into where I happen to be in my situation and why I happen to be where I'm at right now. But what's largely going which what largely has gone on has gone ignored is the fact that I am in the I made a decision that I made to leave my job several years ago due to the pandemic. I was working in a position that was fairly comfortable. It was an IT position, but because of circumstances at that place, I knew something was. I could see the writing on the wall. It was already there prior to the pandemic, but after that took off, I could actually see a difference and a change in people that led me to make the decision to leave that position. But it wasn't without me trying to find something else to land on. It just so happens that I wasn't, and I ended up having to move back in with my folks. Um, there'll more than likely have to be a part two. This video is running 6 minutes now, and there's only so much that I can cover, and I really haven't even begun to scratch the surface. So, I guess to wrap it up all in a bow, 36639, as I said it. Um, my video limit is pretty much reached, so I'll stop it here and try and see if I can put out another video. But if you made it to this point, then thank you, and hopefully I'll get to talk to you later.